Kingfisher owner Vijay Mallya has resurfaced in public for the first time after aviation watchdog DGCA suspended the airline's commercial flying license. Mallya surfaced at the Buddh International Circuit in Greater Noida. Sources in Kingfisher meanwhile revealed that no operations will be possible till the 25th of November. Sources say that Kingfisher's CEO has conveyed orders to engineers to preserve the aircraft for 3 weeks. The airline CEO earlier met with DGCA officials. The month-long stalemate at Kingfisher Airline ended Thursday, just in time for Chairman Vijay Mallya to make his appearance at the Indian Grand Prix in Greater Noida. Pilots and engineers with the cash-strapped airline will resume work after the management agreed to pay their 4-month salary dues. After 25 days of protests, a lockdown and a suspension of the flying license, the airline is attempting to limp back to normalcy.
Thank you.
Achint is still with us. Achint, one of the most high-profile individuals at that Formula One track was in the news for different reasons. Vijay Mallya. What was his body language like? What did he have to say?
Well, the very embattled Force India team owner Vijay Mallya, the co-owner, I must say, he made a very dashing entrance in a very aggressive mood to the Buddh International Circuit. The first thing he did was to meet the Samir Gaur, the managing person over here, at the chief manager of the Buddh International Circuit over here. He had no problems in addressing the international media as well. But the moment the Indian media latched on to ask him the tough questions about the Kingfisher Airlines and the dues that were supposed to be given out to their employees, as well as the protesters who were supposed to be there protesting outside the circuit, he was very in a very relaxed mood. He just had to say that if the outside the protest could only be going on 15 kilometers because the 15-kilometer area has been sealed by the police officers and the officials. However, he also said that he basically just lashed down to the critics as well, that saying that the Formula One team is quite different. It's a separate entity from the Kingfisher Airlines, and he was lashing out at the local media for their coverage of his business troubles and the so-called grounded Kingfisher Airlines, and clearly seemed very perturbed about the whole incident.
Right, but he did not have, Achint, anything to say about Kingfisher Airlines and the fact that, he owns this Formula One car team when most of his employees have been suffering from lack of payment of dues for months now.
Exactly, Rukmini. The basic explanation that Dr. Vijay Mallya has about is that half of his team stakes are already owned by Sahara Dr. Subrata Roy. The deal was finalized last year, and the team is now called Sahara Force India. So it's just that the team is now entirely run by Dr. Vijay Mallya. So he kind of gets away with these kind of questions when asked about. However, he cannot deny the fact that there were a lot of problems with the airlines, and there had been a lot of issues when he was not in India. He was tried a lot of times over the telephone. A lot of our reporters tried to contact him, but every time he just disappeared. He did not want to address the media. He did not want to.
All right.
Now that he has finally cleared the news, he seems a bit relaxed and, but again, a bit aggressive when he addressed the Indian media.
All right, Achint. Thank you for joining us with that update. Let me also go across to Durga, who's with us for more in the story. Durga, you just heard there Vijay Mallya surfaced at the Buddh International Circuit after his team brokered a deal with the employees for payment of 3 months' salary. Seems to be a bit on the defensive, is what Achint said, a little aggressive with the media. But tell us, he has been conspicuous by his absence all these days when Kingfisher was in serious crisis. Is there any word on what his plans are for the future?
Well, the plans, of course, which the Kingfisher Airlines has communicated to DGCA is that they will internally pump in money from the UB group to Kingfisher Airlines, and perhaps by November 25th or so, they will submit a revival plan and try and operate the airline. The DGCA, of course, has made it very clear that operational preparedness and the technical aspects should all be in place, and all the local offices, regional offices, wherever Kingfisher Airline operates, the regional officers of the airlines should be in contact with the regional officers of the DGCA and try and convince them, satisfy them on all fronts of the preparedness. So as of now, definitely things seem to be changing. But Vijay Mallya, very conspicuous, as you said, Rukmini, by his absence and clearly trying to downplay the incident. Many even saying that the employee unrest has been hastily sorted out only because he didn't want any kind of protest, any kind of embarrassment at the F1 when he reaches there.
All right, Durga, thank you for joining us with that update. In fact, let's listen into what Vijay Mallya had to say at the Buddh International Circuit.
We have to enjoy Formula One, right? Let's enjoy it. Why should I say anything along those lines? Everything has been said. I'm very surprised that you say that. I think that's something that the media mentioned as their perception. There's no question of any disturbances, protests. First of all, you can't get in. You should know that. You know that you can come and go.
They said that they will be outside the circuit and they will protest.
Outside the circuit's 15 kilometers away, right? And if they wanted to say something to me, they needn't have come all the way to Noida. They could have come to my house.
But they were finding it difficult to get in.
I'm not willing to get into this debate with you. I've always been available. If you're trying to suggest that whatever settlement was reached was without my participation, you're wrong.